Hello my friends, wherever you are all over the world. William Poloniak here from Whole Health Foundation. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to exchange the original bottom base plate with one of my new premium bottom base plates that I have made. The premium base plate is solid and it actually helps the hydraulic press work better and makes the overall functioning of the juicer much better. Let's go to that video clip now. Here we have the improved base plate, and you can see how well it's built. It's solid on the bottom instead of waffled like the original plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old plate off and install the new premium base plate. And let's just set this aside for now. And the tools you'll need are an Allen wrench and I think it's a 7/16 inch socket, yes. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the one bolt that holds in the reservoir, and you'll notice down below that I have an empty yogurt container down here to prop up the hydraulic reservoir. And also at the back, underneath the pump, I have a piece of cardboard just to keep the pump from falling down onto the motor. So the first step then is to remove the bolt on the bottom. And I have two longer bolts for the pump because these are too short with the new base plate. So we'll take off the pump first. Now we're going to need these washers. So we'll set those there. Now I do want to point out that the first thing you're going to remove before you turn the juicer upside down is the ground wire from the underside of the base plate. That's very important. Another tool you might need is a cheater bar, what's known as a cheater bar, to take off the flat head screws. Now in this case we didn't need a cheater bar, but in some older juicers the flathead bolts might be corroded and might need a little budge to get them out. So let's take off the 4 flathead bolts. As you can see, it's going very smoothly. Very easy to do. This last bolt is being a little bit stubborn. I wonder why. Snug fit. Okay, now let's set aside the bolts that we're going to need. The reservoir bolt with a washer, and the 2 motor bolts with the longer 1 1/4 instead of 3/4 inch bolts. That's because the new plate is a little thicker. So let's take off the old plate and we'll put on the new plate. I'm going to line these up with the old posts. And we'll take these screws first and get them started. Everything is going very smoothly. You might need to tweak it a little bit to get the posts to fit. Have to bend that one over a tiny bit. There we go. Now, the reservoir bolt. I'm going to make sure that goes into the reservoir. And the pump bolts, looks like it's lining up perfectly. Now this one's going very, very smoothly with very, very little need for adjustment. Now before I tighten these bolts, I'm going to put in the flathead bolts. It looks a little bit cross-threaded. Let's double check. Yeah, I'm going to have to tweak that a little bit. Just push it over with my thumb. This one's giving me a little difficulty. There we go. Once we got it started, the threads catch, you can put it in the rest of the way. This is very easy to do. You don't need to send your juicer in to me. You can do it yourself. And the last one. Now, just for good measure, I'm going to use the cheater bar to give it a little bit more tightening, because we don't want these to come loose. And as you can see, it needed it. That one was pretty tight. Okay, the next step is to tighten the bolts for the reservoir and for the pump. Okay, the last step is going to be to put on the feet. Now I usually put on the leg height kit. It's only $25. It raises the juicer up an extra inch so that you can get a wide mouth jar under to make single servings. Okay, there we have it. Now I'm going to turn this upside down and then do the last step. And the last step is going to be to attach the ground wire screw. There it is. I'm going to put it through the plastic strap. Put the ground wire underneath the screw. Line it up with the screw hole. And then screw it in. Now the time now is 3:15, so it took me 15 minutes to do the bottom plate conversion. It might take me another 5 minutes to put the sheet metal on. So there you have it, my friends. There you have a demonstration of replacing the bottom base plate. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to contact me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. And remember, I hope that you find whole health using your Norwalk juicer. I'll see you in the next video.